Right now at 5, a deadly start to the new year. A car plunges into a crowd in New Orleans, killing 10 and leaving dozens injured.
And an update on the victims of the school shooting in Madison.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening and Happy New Year. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozorowski. We are learning more about the deadly attack overnight in New Orleans' famed French Quarter.
10 people were killed and 35 injured after police say a truck rammed into a crowd of people celebrating the new year. As Katie Weiss reports from New Orleans, authorities have identified the suspect.
The FBI is investigating the New Year's Day attack in New Orleans as an act of terrorism.
This is not just an act of terrorism. This is evil.
The FBI has identified the attacker as 42-year-old Shamsuddin Jabbar, a U.S. citizen from Texas. A U.S. official confirms to CBS News he had previously served in the U.S. military.
We do not believe that Jabbar was solely responsible. We are aggressively running down every lead, including those of his known associates.
Authorities say he plowed a truck through a crowd on the city's iconic Bourbon Street shortly after 3 a.m. local time, then got into a firefight with police and was killed.
We were in the middle of the road and managed to run off the road onto the sidewalk and into the doorway of a building for cover.
Jim Maurer was visiting from Iowa. He said after the gunfire stopped, he tried to help the victims.
People we came across were unfortunately deceased.
The FBI says an ISIS flag was located in the truck, as were weapons and other potential explosive devices. Law enforcement also identified possible IEDs located in the French Quarter.
The mission now is to facilitate, support, and coordinate safety procedures to keep our residents and our visitors safe.
Police say 2 police officers who were shot during the gunfight are in stable condition. Katie Weiss, CBS News, New Orleans.
This incident happened hours before the Sugar Bowl was scheduled to kick off in the city's Superdome.
The quarterfinal college football game between Notre Dame and the University of Georgia has been postponed until Thursday. Las Vegas officials are investigating after a Tesla Cybertruck exploded and caught fire Wednesday morning outside the Trump International Hotel. The Las Vegas sheriff says 1 person inside the truck was killed. 7 others were injured, but not seriously. There's no word on the cause of the fire, but the FBI says it is involved in the investigation. A law enforcement official says it is being investigated as a possible terror attack. On social media, Eric Trump, the executive vice president of the Trump Organization, said the safety of their guests is a top priority, and he's grateful for the swift response from firefighters and law enforcement.
An update on that school shooting at Abundant Life Christian School in the Madison area. This week, UW Health confirming 2 individuals who were previously in critical condition have improved to fair condition. The families have asked for continued privacy and are expressing their thanks to the American Family Children's Hospital. The shooting, which resulted in 3 deaths, including the 15-year-old shooter, remains under investigation. Madison police are still working to uncover the motives behind the incident.
Well, definitely a little bit colder start here for the first of the year, but overall not too bad for the first part of January. We do have a little bit of light snow or flurry activity. Didn't amount to too much, maybe a dusting to a little bit of a quarter or even a half inch in some areas. But for right now, a lot of the activity is beginning to dwindle down. As you see, road conditions are just fine. Cloud cover still remains. There's your little bit of light snow, really fine light snow that's kind of went through the area. Overall temperatures pretty much steady, upper teens to low 20s. That could continue as we kind of zoom in. That activity is beginning to decrease and push to the east. There's your visibility. You can see that generally visibility has only dropped to about 7, 8, indicating that it is fairly light snow. It's not going to impact or accumulate too much. Bigger story, this is all wrapping around this low that's well to the northeast, but it's wrapping around this cold air and this northwest flow. It's bringing these little waves down from Canada, and we get some colder air and some light snow, and that could continue. But overall this evening, we might see a few breaks later on. Wind chill will be a little bit less in temperature, fairly steady upper teens for Eau Claire. Similar story with La Crosse. We'll see some partial clearing once we get rid of this little bit of light snow. Wind chill there, but 20s pretty much for the later evening. Overall, we're going to see a little bit colder conditions for going into Thursday, but nothing too unusual. teens and 20s, a little bit of partial clearing, but then we got more clouds probably coming in for Thursday morning. The big story going forward is below average temperatures, more typical January-like temperatures. We'll kind of time off if we get any snow in the forecast too. That all a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
Funeral plans are being completed for the late President Jimmy Carter, who will be honored with ceremonies spanning more than a week. Starting this weekend, people can pay their respects at the Carter Presidential Center in Atlanta. On Tuesday, Carter's remains will be flown to Washington, where he will lie in state in the Capitol Rotunda. His state funeral is set for Wednesday, January 9th at the Washington National Cathedral. Preparations for the late president's funeral started not long after he was sworn in as president in 1977.
Funeral is our way, our nation's way, of rendering its last honor to the commander-in-chief. And the military takes it very serious, of course, because it's a no-fail mission.
President Biden has declared January 9th a national day of mourning. The nation's 39th president will eventually be laid to rest in his hometown of Plains, Georgia.
There's a gathering tonight for the Dunn County officer killed in a crash on Christmas Eve. Correctional Officer Jeffrey Reynolds of the Dunn County Sheriff's Office was on his way to work on that day when he was killed in a traffic crash. The gathering tonight will be outside the Dunn County Judicial Center at 6:30. That address is over on Stocky Parkway in Menominee. A moment of silence and a reading will begin then at 6:45. This is open to the public.
Gunderson Lacrosse welcomed its first baby of the year early this morning. Baby Stetson was born at 12:09 a.m. His initial due date was set for next week, but he decided to come early. His parents say they're just glad his dad made it home from deployment in time to meet his son.
I can't put it into words. I mean, first kid, first son, being away kind of sucks, but yeah, getting home, I can't put it into words.
So cute. Stetson is also Gunderson's first baby from Generation Beta.
New year, new state laws.
Why some might surprise you.
We're an implant-focused practice. I think the advantage of a father-daughter practice is, I've been at this for 30 years now. I learned things that worked well and things that didn't work so well.
And it was fun to be able to just jump in and kind of complement that. I feel like it made both of us stronger.
You don't expect it when you walk into a dental office. You don't expect the family aspect, but when you walk into our doors, we're going to give you that.
If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Out with the olds and in with the new at Wesco in Sparta. Grab amazing deals with discounts up to 50% off. Floor models, overstacks, and slightly blemished items must go. So incredible, even I can't believe the savings. Our team is ready to help you find the perfect piece for your home. Hurry, these deals won't last long. Head to Wesco in Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And remember to tell them Peyton sent you.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Jolivet Family Farms features one of the area's largest selections of frozen seafood, including king crab legs, lobster tail, shrimp, cod, calamari, alligator, salmon fillets, smelt, and frog legs. Choose from our large selection of fresh fruit and vegetables to complete your restaurant-style dinner prepared at home. Your dinner isn't complete without something from the Jolivet Homemade Bakery. Don't forget a bottle of Door County wine to complete your stay-at-home night out at Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Well, a new year means thousands of new laws on the books in the 50 states.
This year, millions of minimum wage workers are getting a raise, and several states took aim at gun laws. CBS's Bradley Blackburn reports from New York.
This new year, there will be more cash in the pockets of minimum wage workers. 21 states are increasing the minimum wage beginning January 1st. Washington State leads the nation at $16.66 an hour.
Lives have changed. A lot of stuff has changed. Cost of everything is going up.
In Florida, children under 14 are banned from having social media accounts, and 14 and 15-year-olds can only use social platforms if their parents approve. The law is not being enforced right now because of a pending lawsuit.
It's not just about the law in effect. It's also about kind of an education campaign saying to parents that there are some issues with minors and social media.
California is cracking down on retail theft with more than a half dozen new laws. One increases jail time for large-scale smash and grabs.
I think if there is a punishment for the stuff they've been doing, everybody, they're going to stop doing it, you know.
California is also one of several states enacting more gun safety legislation, while New Hampshire is bolstering gun rights with NRA-backed privacy protections that prohibit the use of specific merchant category codes that could link a gun purchase to a credit card.
And a first-in-the-nation law here in New York, the state is offering 20 hours of paid leave a year for prenatal care for things like ultrasounds or even fertility treatments.
Chickens in Colorado are feeling the wind in their feathers. Producers with more than 3,000 hens are required to provide a cage-free environment for the birds, and all eggs sold in the state must come from a cage-free facility.
It aims to curb predatory pricing.
You may remember the Ticketmaster meltdown over Taylor Swift concerts. Well, a new law in Minnesota requires all-in pricing, which lets buyers know every fee up front. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Washington, D.C. now has a cashless retail prohibition, meaning customers have to be able to pay with cash and can't be charged more for doing so. And a more unusual law in Illinois makes it easier to donate deer meat.
Interesting one for sure.
Yeah.
Well, how about a New Year's resolution to quit smoking?
New data reveals why you may want to kick the habit for good.
Finally, we do have some sunshine in store for your Thursday and Friday. Unfortunately, it's going to be colder than what we've had recently. We'll break down what the temperatures look like, what that wind chill may look like on Friday, and if we got any snow for your weekend. That all coming up on your First One Weather Update after the break.
You're thinking about new windows and doors. I've been thinking about new windows and doors for over 40 years. You're thinking about the best window at the best price. I'm thinking about the best window at the best price for you. The best quality installed by professional installers at a fair price. If you're planning new windows and doors, you owe it to yourself to contact the Board Store Home Improvements for a prompt free estimate. You'll be glad you did. Contact us today.
The holidays and Chevy Silverado and off-road adventure and towing with confidence and tech you can count on. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet. Find your red tag and use your red tag bonus cash to get $5,750 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Visit HometownChevy.com.
It's out with the old and in with the new. You know what they say. New year, new you. King Furniture is celebrating the new year with special trade-in offers. Trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. And we'll deliver and haul away for free. Shop store-wide savings as we continue to clear out inventory and make room for new styles for 2025. Plus, get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments. The King Furniture New Year's sale going on now.
Wow, forest berry fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Seal and Scarpaland in Coon Valley, our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Leaders at the National Institutes of Health are calling for more action on bird flu. The agency says dozens of people in the U.S. contracted it in 2024. The study of those cases shows symptoms were mild. However, scientists are concerned about a case in Canada where a teen became seriously ill. A report in the New England Journal of Medicine said the teen's heart, lungs, and kidneys failed, but she recovered after nearly 2 weeks in the hospital. The source of exposure is a mystery. Researchers are concerned the virus, which comes from wild birds, may be adaptable to people.
Well, need some motivation to quit smoking for your New Year's resolution? A new study out of England suggests a single cigarette cuts about 20 minutes off your life expectancy. After accounting for socioeconomic status and other factors, researchers at University College London estimated the loss of life expectancy per cigarette at about 17 minutes for men and 22 for women. Researchers found on average people who smoked throughout their lives lost about 10 years of life compared with people who never smoked.
All right. Well, a chilly start to 2025 and a little bit of light snow around the midday hours, Greg, but no real accumulation.
No, pretty much this pattern is going to be dry and colder, but we are heading into the coldest part of the year, which is about middle January through about early February. So these temperatures are not unusual for this time of year. It's just we haven't seen it in about 2 weeks or so. Even colder for some parts of the east and southeast part of the U.S. coming up here. But we do have some evening flurries that's starting to dwindle a little bit, but still that could come out for another couple hours. We'll have a break in the clouds, but then clouds come back in, especially further south. You go higher clouds towards Thursday, so a lot of clouds to start your Thursday, but there will be sunshine in the afternoon hour. And then Friday looks like probably going to be the coldest day because we are going to have a wind chill factor going in there with some breezy conditions. That wind chill, we could be pushing it below 0. So of all the days, I think that'll be the coldest one for right now. Here's a big picture of that swirl out to the east, that big low pressure system. Really, that's what's kind of driving our weather still and even pulling down some of this activity in Canada. That's where the colder air is, and some of this does produce some occasional light snow or flurry activity. That is beginning to now end, so we're not going to be dealing with that too much. Now, towards the Rockies, we have another system I mentioned just coming over Rapid City. That's the one that's going to be pushing in some snow for further south of the area come Thursday, providing us with some more cloud cover, at least to start your Thursday. Overall, you see the picture. It's becoming a little bit more widely scattered. Visibility still well above 8 miles per hour, so this is all very light snow, not accumulating. So maybe a few flurries, but it is beginning to dwindle a little bit. Overnight, as I mentioned, we might see a little bit of partial clearing for areas west of the Mississippi. Could get a little bit higher to I-94. So some areas may temporarily see that, but then you see cloud cover. These high clouds begin to push back in later tonight from northeast Iowa, and they'll basically begin to expand into the area as you wake up once again. So I think a lot of areas will see cloudy start for Thursday as that system pushes to the south. Then we're going to start seeing more of a break in the afternoon, but it kind of depends on where you are. Further south you go, you might see more breaks to the north of Eau Claire. You may be stuck in that low clouds throughout a lot of the daytime. So some areas may see the sun tomorrow. Other areas may struggle to get out of the clouds. Temperature-wise, upper teens to the north, to the mid to upper 20s to the south because they will see a little bit more sun. So that is about a degree or two below average, but pretty similar to what we had today. And then Friday, the bigger story with this is going to be the wind that's going to be picking up, the wind chills, temperatures in the teens, barely getting up to the teens as you go towards Ladysmith. And that wind chill will start being a factor, but not too much until we get probably to Friday. Overall, Thursday shouldn't be too much in the wind chill, but you notice the wind chill starting to drop Thursday night. The wind's picking up. You wake up, we could see wind chills Friday morning below 0, maybe hanging around below 0 as we get closer to the noon hour. And as we go through the Friday evening activities, that's probably going to be the coldest time when we're going to start seeing wind chills once again get down into about 5 to 10 below overnight Friday night into Saturday morning, which Saturday morning could be a cold start too, with some wind chills approaching 10 below. So there's your high temperatures as I mentioned for Friday right there. We're struggling to get to the 12 up there in Ladysmith. Now for the snow this weekend, which we looked like it was a little bit more promising earlier this week, doesn't look that way now. The system continues to track to the south. So if you got plans heading down to Tennessee, Missouri, southern Illinois, southern Indiana, you got to stay tuned to this mess that's going to be going on down there. We may see a little bit of light snow, potentially Sunday night into Monday as it passes to our south and grabs maybe a little bit more of this stuff that in Canada that may provide a little bit showers. But I think overall, we're going to see a little snow, but not much in the way of anything significant. And then their temperatures continue to stay on the cold side throughout next week with maybe another opportunity for some light snow Thursday. So overall, more of a typical January type pattern. Would be nice to have some snow on the ground, but when we don't have that snow on the ground, that definitely helps keeps those temperatures, which we could be well below zero with this cold snap coming a little bit above zero. So that's the positive with not having snow on the ground.
All right. Thanks for the latest, Greg.
A celebrity donation is helping people pay their medical bills.
How much was given out when we come back?
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Winter is here, and with winter weather come accidents and mishaps. Whether you're on your way to work, walking the dog, or out on the trail, accidents can happen.
At Bygoff & Rohde, we help you get the settlement you deserve to put your life back on track.
Let River City Grill be your new lunch destination. Whether it's corporate lunches, parties, or events, we have the space and food for all of your gathering needs, big or small. We offer an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. with unlimited soup, salad, pizza, wings, and so much more. There's something for everybody. Stop by the bar and pair your delicious lunch with one of our many beers available on draft. River City Grill, Winona, Minnesota.
Time is running out on Southern Minnesota's biggest and best furniture sale, the huge New Year sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's everything you've asked for, like 24-month special financing, store-wide sale prices, and free gas just for shopping. At Drury's, you'll save on the area's finest selection of quality brands like Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, and Daniels Amish, all at incredible savings. The New Year sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, but you'll have to hurry. It all ends Monday at 8.
I have something for you.
I have something for you too.
Ford gets 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value. Plus, no monthly payments until next year.
Visit your Best Choice GMC dealer today.
When you're dealing with your own insurance company, you may think that they're on your side, but the truth is, they're not. They're only concerned about their bottom line. That's why you need to hire Bygoff & Rohde. We get results.
Happy holidays and the best to you this season. From all of us at News 8 Now. The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Actress Kristen Bell has recently pledged $100,000 to help pay medical bills for people in need.
She teamed up with internet star Tommy Marcus, known as Quentin Quarantino, after he contacted her on Instagram to help raise money for families with high healthcare expenses. Marcus and Bell have nearly 17 million followers combined.
So the idea was to share one health-related GoFundMe every day for a week to rally support for that particular fundraising effort. For each fundraising campaign, they are crowdfunding half of the needed amount, and then Bell is donating the remaining amount.
Very nice gesture.
Absolutely.
And I love her dresses in that.
As an added bonus, she also looks great.
She also is quite stylish, everyone.
Absolutely.
All right, Greg, we'll have one final look at your forecast right after this.
Dahl Honda is proud to sponsor News 8 Now's Top Notch Teacher Program. It's always a highlight of our month to recognize the top-notch teacher and thank them for all they do for our students in school. Dahl Honda values the great work all teachers do for our children and community. If you know a teacher who deserves top-notch teacher recognition, please nominate them. Thank you, teachers, for going above and beyond and providing a top-notch education.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
For anybody in this region who is facing mobility issues,
I'd recommend Access Elevator because I know Jason.
The thing that sets Jason apart is that commitment, that passion for making life more pleasant. He will help you think about how to make your life easier in ways that you have not thought about.
There's no second guessing. I immediately say, call Access.
Hi, I'm Jason with Access Elevator. Stop in and see us today.
For over 40 years, Blood Cross Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CEHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
All right, really the name of the game is going to be really colder temperatures, but more typical January pattern. But overall, no really significant systems or snowfall we're expecting over the next week, but the temperatures will be kind of on the cold side, especially as we go into the weekend. That wind chill Friday night into Saturday could be well below zero. It's probably the coldest period. Otherwise, a little bit of light snow Sunday and Monday. That system to the south won't impact us too much, but if you got plans to travel in that direction, Illinois, Indiana, and those areas, something to pay attention to. Otherwise, really fairly dry for the next kind of week and a half too, but typical January pattern.
And all is quiet on New Year's Day, aside from a few flurries.
All right. Well, thank you, Greg, and thank you all for joining us tonight at 5.
We'll see you at 6.